Welcome in. Joining me now, candidate for District Number 1 here in Wichita for City Council, LeWanda DeShazer. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I want to start right with some of your biggest priorities, and at the top of your list, you sent us economic development.
Economic development. So in District 1, if you take a look at the 90s or even the 80s and you look at pictures now, you'll see things have deteriorated from those times. Nothing new has really happened, so we got to do something different. I really want to focus on maybe bringing in some new businesses, giving more small businesses more funding, entrepreneurs, give them some more help. And I think the city does have some amazing programs, but people don't know about them. So we got to have some one-stop shops in different locations around the city to help everybody, especially in District 1.
Yeah, concerns in District 1, when we talk about economic development, housing and the shortage of housing comes up a lot.
Yes, and so I've been really researching what can we do about housing. We have to maximize the space that we have. So maybe we don't have sprawling houses anymore. We make them smaller. Maybe we build townhouses, and that's the way to close that gap on the 10,000 homes that we are short. And then also rehab when it's feasible. When when the house will meet codes, current codes, let's do some rehab.
How do you think the city could step in and help with that?
Well, they have a whole department called code enforcement. Let's put them back in the communities. Let's have a community liaison so we can help to say, let's rehab that house. Let's not tear it down. Let's rehab that one. Maybe not that one, but let's get some expertise in the community so we can make some good decisions.
Another priority that you sent me was public safety, fire, police.
Right.
Where do you see concerns there, and where do you see solutions?
Okay, so we got to get back to community policing. We got to, if we want to build relationships, people have to be comfortable with who is policing their neighborhoods, and even more important, let's incite the citizens to start policing themselves. And if we police ourselves, we have a liaison, I think we'll see a difference. Youth programs, let's get more involved. Start early. Let's do some prevention. So down the road, we don't have to try to catch them up. Let's do early prevention. Fire stations are falling apart. Let's take care of those buildings now before we have to really do some new builds.
To do some of that, it takes money, and as you are aware, the city budget is a bit of a challenge right now, and public safety comes up a lot. How do you propose solving some of those shortages?
Right. So honestly, we heard the sky was falling, and then we heard it wasn't. I think we got to really make sure we know what the budget is. And then it's time to reallocate some funds. We put a lot of emphasis in our policing. Maybe we need to put some emphasis in those structures so we can really have some safety.
Where do you stand on taxes? Raising, lowering, maintaining?
Okay, I'll say this. Saving citizens $14 on property taxes, to me, was a waste of a budget.
That was the $500,000.
Yes, yeah. That $14 times however many citizens we have, maybe it could have got us a new fire station. Maybe we could have hired more police officers. Maybe we could put more people on the streets working with youth. So I think if we're going to really save something on property taxes, it has to be meaningful, or let's leave those funds in the pot and do something for our communities.
Let's talk water. We're in better shape now with some of the drought-busting rains, but it is part of the conversation right now is maintaining a water supply. Where do you stand on that, and do you see any solutions there long-term to make sure we have enough?
Right. So I know that we said we're going to start watering maybe 2 days a week, and so we have to start somewhere. Let's start there, and let's see how that works for our communities. And if it's not working, then we pull back. If it's working, it's all good.
And finally, because we have just under a minute here, the 29th and Grove issue with the chemical spill. Do you feel that there's enough funding going there or enough attention put on it yet?
No. People still have not been tested. We have to get baseline testing out of the way so that we know what we're dealing with. We got to move faster. We have to quit pointing fingers, put money in the pot, city, county, state, and let's really move on this project. It's been too long.
All right, LeWanda DeShazer, your candidate for District 1 here in the city of Wichita. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.